Hello, everybody. It's very late at night, and I had something very disturbing happen to me today. But then I took a look in the wider world, and I saw something even much more disturbing than that. And that is, they are shutting down YouTube channels. They're, if you think that they didn't come for the Jews first, and then the Catholics who objected next, and that, I mean, and on and on. This, this This has to stop. If you think that the answer is silencing anyone's voice, then you're not getting the picture. And if you silence one voice, it throws the whole thing off. So if you want any hopes now of an honest, free indie press, you're gonna have to make your voices heard. Like, we have to sing this one together. Um, Flood Washington, figure it out. Tell everyone you know, because once they silence this one, next thing you know, it's NPR and PBS, and and then where, really what's left is the indie journalist, and they can't shut them down if you demand that no one be shut down. It's all or nothing. So even if it's hate speech, should those groups be looked at? Oh, by law enforcement, of course, obviously. But if it's just voices, then you have to let it roll. I mean, tighten up your parental controls or demand that there's a way to tighten up parental controls if you have to. But you want access to real information. Ask anybody in Rockaway that went through Sandy, okay? Because if the computers would have stayed on and there would have been Facebook contact rather than text, which is lengthy, uh, you know, they did their best. They did great, but they could have done, it could have been much easier. So it's so important to have access to these tools. But if we're going to shut down one journalist, we're going to have to start, they're going to just start shutting them all down. And then there'll be no one with enough, there'll be, there'll just be one story, like there was in Soviet Russia. I remember my father explaining to me that I saw that there was an election, and he's like, "It's not a real election." And I said, "Why? It looks like a real election to me." And he said, "Because it's one party." Well, two parties. They're both. I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure they have their good people that are, especially the House of Representatives, that are really trying very hard. But they must have the people's support. These two parties are already corrupt, and the ones that don't belong should fall away and join in more independent campaigns. I mean, we need people en masse to step up now. Let people my age and up, if you can, and if you want to. Obviously, I am retired. It's nothing I would want to take on, but we've got to do something about this because this is a slippery slope issue, like Henrik on Red Ice said. You start banning burqas, the next thing you know, the communion dresses go. I mean, this is just how it's always been. So let's learn from history. We have powerful tools. You can share this video. I don't care that I'm exhausted and look extremely tired and overwrought. I am. And I think you should be too, within reason. If you have small children, chill. I'm sure the media's got you excited about something. I don't watch mainstream media, so, but I'm sure they've got you up in arms about something to distract you from this issue. Okay, this is the issue. Support indie journalists, open your mind, and even if you learn only one or two things from a presentation, if you have the time, obviously, then you've increased your own level of sophistication and ability to converse about really what's truly important. So I'm counting on you. Get the message out. We must not silence free speech because your voice will be the next one that's silenced. So it's all or it's none. Good night.